The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. When Jesus and his disciples arrived at Bethsaida, people brought to him a blind man and begged Jesus to touch him. He took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. Putting spittle on his eyes, he laid his hands on the man and asked, "Do you see anything?" Looking up, the man replied, "I see people looking like trees and walking." Then he laid hands on the man's eyes a second time, and he saw clearly. His sight was restored, and he could see everything distinctly. Then he sent him home and said, "Do not even go into the village." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Looking up, the man replied, "I see people looking like trees and walking." Brothers and sisters, in the Gospel today, we have the healing of this blind man. And according to some commentators, only Saint Mark brings this particular healing of this blind man. Usually, when Jesus healed, he can heal even on far distance, just like the woman who has her child possessed by the devil. Or usually, Jesus heals instantaneously the person who is sick or the blind, just like the mother-in-law of Saint Peter. And yet, in our gospel today, there is this gradual healing of this blind man. And not only that, Jesus does not heal him not only by words. He said here, he's putting spittle on his eyes. Kumbaga, sa Tagalog, dumura pa si Lord. And then, he applied that spittle in the eyes of the blind man. Kanya. Very particular, and sometimes, perhaps for others, it's like strange. Ano nangyari yun? Bakit ginawa pa ni Lord yung bagay na yun? And yet, there is something to that. And some commentators said it is a prelude for the sacrament. Alam niyo ba yun? It is an introduction for the sacrament of the church. Why? Because the sacrament are graces given to us by Christ through material things. Tulad ng binyag, di ba? The grace of being a child of God through the pouring of water. Kumpil, no? Through the use of the holy oil that confers us, and even yung kunting sampal ng bishop, tapik ng bishop, as a sign of the Holy Spirit strengthening us, and so on and so forth. Why is this? Because man is not only body, or man is not only soul, but he is also an incarnate spirit. Sabi nga, incarnate soul. Kumbaga lahat po tayo ay, sabi nga ng catechism, man is body and soul. Man and woman is body and soul. So even the graces that God conferred to us needs a material aspect. Just like in the Holy Eucharist, we receive the bread, But that bread is the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Christ. No? And this is the good of our Catholic faith. Hindi natin, no, we do not put aside the material aspect of our being human. No? Sabi nga sa kanta, di ba? We're only human, born to make mistakes. No? Mga tao lang po tayo. And as a person, we need also something that we can touch, no? We can see with our senses. And God knows that, no? And even those things, no, we can learn gradually, no? Hindi naman madalian, kundi mabilis, no? Hindi pala baliktad, no? Hindi naman ganoong kabilis. Minsan, no, kailangan natin ng konting katekism, konting dasal para maunawaan natin yung mga bagay na spiritual. And yet, the church provides us with those symbol images to help us, no, to have contact with the spiritual things. No? Kaya nga, nakakalungkot yung mga kapatid natin, mga protestante, no, they think, no, pag may image ka, katulad niya, Mother Perpetual Help, sabi na, sinasamban niyo si Maria just because we have image of it. No. Images, especially today, are very important to remember us, no, to help us in our journey, no, in our journey of faith. Because we are not pure spirit, hindi naman po tayo pure spirit o pure soul na hindi natin kailangan ng material to guide us, to help us. So, let us ask our Mother Perpetual Help to grant us the grace to use these images of our faith, no? To grow in our faith, no? Itong mga statues, even the social media, no? To use it as a means to go back to our faith, to learn more of our faith. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Ave Maria. If you like this video, subscribe and share. Ave Maria.